Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Staff of the Year celebration. We have some welcomes and some acknowledgments that I would like to go through before we begin tonight's ceremony. First up, from our Laurel Board of Education, we have President Linda Hitchens with us, Vice President Sabrina Isler, Board Member Jenna Pugh, and Board Member Brent Nichols. I'd also like to thank contributors to this 2025 event, Mr. Matt Wood, Mr. Michael Sneed, the selection committees for the Behavioral Health Professional of the Year, Education Support Staff of the Year, and the Teacher of the Year. Our Laurel Technology Department. Woo! Laurel High School FFA. The people who just got done feeding you, literally, my turn to cook. You might be wondering who this next group is. We always say their name. They're the ones who make all of the awards. Pulley Glass. And the author of many of the commendations, Representative Tim Dukes. Can't move on without mentioning one person, very special person. It doesn't get done without her, folks. Always behind the scenes, always taking pictures of other people, never getting her picture taken. My favorite assistant of all time, my only assistant of all time, Mrs. Lori Lewis. All right, before we begin, I like to start these things off with a quote, and I kind of searched the internets looking for one that was fitting for behavioral health professionals, for support staff, and also for teachers. And I found one about educators. Would you like to hear it? All right, here it goes. Educators are the only people who lose sleep over other people's kids. Is that true? What would you do if you had somebody like that in your charge? What would you do in this era of global great resignation? More people leaving their profession than coming into it. What would you do if you had somebody like that? What would you do to hold on to somebody like that? Would you honor their expertise? I can tell you, here's what we've done in Delaware to honor your expertise, all of you. We've introduced 220 pieces of legislation this year to tell you guys how to better do your jobs. Yeah. Missing from all that, I didn't see any legislators telling doctors how to do their jobs. I didn't see legislation telling lawyers how to do their jobs. I didn't see any legislation even telling accountants how to do their jobs. But everybody knows how to do your job. Yet, you keep showing up. You keep showing up. If you had somebody like that in your charge, what would you do? Would you make sure that they had a competitive salary? Well, the recent bump in pay from the state is appreciated, but I got news for you. Inflation has far outdistanced any raises our teachers have gotten in the last decade. Based on inflation, you're making $4,000 less than you did 10 years ago. Not only that, there's a new term. Yes, this is the warm and fuzzy part of the ceremony. There's a new term. It's called pay penalty. Anybody ever hear of it? Pay penalty. Pay penalty is a new term that showed up. It's the measure of the gap between salaries of educators and those with like degrees who are in a field other than education. It's a 26% gap. Yet you keep showing up. Again, one generation is exiting, and the other one is avoiding entering. Yet all of you keep showing up. You keep showing up because your work is meaningful. Not only to you, but to your students. It has purpose. You keep showing up because you want to leave this place better than you found it. You keep showing up because, quite frankly, you got good mamas and papas. They raised you right. You keep showing up because you know test scores aren't the only measure of student performance. And you keep showing up because you know that the worst days of those who enjoy their jobs are far better than the best days of those who do not. On behalf of the Laurel School District and the Laurel Board of Education and this whole town of Laurel, thank you to all of you for showing up every day for our Laurel students. Thank you. And now, the remainder of the evening, I'm turning it over to our Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Andrea Yoder.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Larimore. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming out here tonight. It's a special occasion. We're getting the opportunity to celebrate exceptional staff members, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here tonight, so but just know that we know that and we realize that, and we're excited to be here to be able to celebrate you. So with that said, I do want to echo Dr. Larimore's thank yous, in particular, Miss Lori Lewis, who just took my picture. She got a picture, she was recording me giving her kudos, that was good. Okay, Miss Donna Atkins also was here to help set up with Miss Lori Lewis. Yep. She's usually working away over at the district office, but she took some time to come and help tonight. Our IT team, who without them, none of all of this would be possible, so thank you to you all. And then finally, our custodial team. They got this place ship shape and came over and got all the tables lined up, and so a big thank you to them as well. Everyone has come together for you guys. They've come together in honor of each of our nominees. By the end of the evening, we'll have named the district's Cora Selby Teacher of the Year, the Educational Support Staff of the Year, and we'll be reminded of our Behavioral Health Professional Staff of the Year. Throughout this event, though, I hope that all of our nominees feel just how much they're appreciated. We're proud to honor all of you. You've not only been nominated by your peers, but were voted to represent your buildings, and that is an achievement to be celebrated. So with that said, let's get to it. Okay, so first up, we're going to remind you of our 2025 Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. The nominees, I'm sorry, before I say that, I'm going to tell you who was on the committee that voted the winner in. So the Behavioral Health Professional of the Year committee members were Dr. Sean Larimore, Mr. Ashley Giska, myself, Mrs. Jana Pugh, Ms. Sue Darnell, Mr. Patrick Gross, Miss Melanie Shepard, Ms. Jamie Gordy. And we got together to discuss this program, which requires that each year, every school district recognizes outstanding service by the school employees who are healthcare practitioners or human service providers who offer services for the purpose of improving an individual's mental health. Such school employees include school counselors, school social workers, licensed clinical social workers, school psychologists, and school nurses. From those nominated at a building level, one Behavioral Health Professional of the Year moves forward to represent each district or the charter school community in the state program. The state program will choose one person annually to serve as Delaware's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. Nominees should be skillful and dedicated behavioral health professionals employed by a district or charter school. I was so excited about the nominees. Now here they are. First, from the Laurel Middle School is Mr. Justin Young. From Laurel High School, Miss Crystal Ellison. Neither could be here tonight with us, but we're still going to celebrate them nonetheless. And Mr. Nolte, would you come up and share about Mr. Young?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Yoder. Justin Young serves as Laurel Middle School's guidance counselor, one of, and as Laurel Middle School's school counselor, he serves our students and staff with a variety of resources, outlets, and strategies to help face the challenges impacting behavioral health. Justin is always willing to help anyone with any issue or concern he or she may be struggling with. There isn't a day that goes by where Mr. Young is not meeting with individuals or groups of students to talk about ways to improve their lives. The students look to Mr. Young to help with challenges both in and out of school. He will make time to help students with missing assignments or to talk about a problem that the student may have with another student. Mr. Young has helped numerous students de-escalate issues that they are having that come up during the school day, both with issues in and out of school. Students are comfortable emailing Mr. Young, sharing information with him. There's several times where he uses Schoology to talk about the things that are going on in school, as well as receiving information from those students. Mr. Young knows the students at Laurel Middle School and has developed relationships that extend beyond achievement in the classroom. He cares deeply about the lives of the students in the Laurel community. Over the past 2 years, working with Justin, I've found him to be extremely perceptive of our school culture. He speaks with me most mornings, sharing moments of his life with his wife, Sarah, and son, Emmett. However, what amazes me the most about him is how well Justin listens to things that are going on in conversations with staff and students. On a personal note, I was sharing with Justin some of the things that are going on in my daughter's life as she approaches her senior year this year and some of the struggles that she may be having. She likes to work with animals and therapy animals for anxiety. Well, that very night, Mr. Young had emailed me with local organizations that are involved with animals and emotional well-being. I just thought of our conversation as coworkers talking about our families, but Justin proved to me that he truly cared about my concerns at the time and took time to find resources for my daughter. This is what Justin Young excels in. He helps others find a way to de-escalate a situation, find a way to succeed in math class, find a way to help others, find a way to talk to a parent, and this is for both the student and staff, find a way to cope with a tragedy, and mostly find a way to better oneself. For all of the many hats Justin Young wears, is my recommendation that he wears the hat of Laurel School District's behavioral health professional. Unfortunately, Justin is not here this evening. He's coaching, or probably finishing coaching, the Laurel Middle School soccer game at the moment. But we would applaud Justin Young for the nomination for the Behavioral Health Professional of the Year.
We're going to have a presentation about Mr. Young that was prepared by his colleague.
Of course I'm a school counselor. I'm not going to change your classes so you can be with your best friend.
I'm a school counselor. Of course, I always tell kids to fix their Crocs.
Of course, I'm a school counselor. I always...
Mr. Young! Mr. Young!
Get rough.
I'm a school counselor. Of course I have morning and lunch duty.
I'm a school counselor. Of course, when you tell me, hey, your teacher, I'm going to tell you to talk to them first.
I'm a school counselor. Of course, no one can explain what my job description is.
I'm a school counselor. Of course I answer Schoology messages within 2 minutes. Because if I don't, I get the same message every 2 minutes until I do.
We're school counselors. Of course, we're running when you're having your
I'm a school counselor. Of course I shut the door to get 2 minutes of peace and quiet.
Of course I'm a guidance counselor. I will advocate for you while I teach you the importance of self-advocacy.
I'm a school counselor. Of course, I'm the reason so many students succeed.
At this time, we'll have Ms. Giles come up and present on behalf of Ms. Crystal Ellison.
Good evening. I'm excited to introduce Crystal Ellison. She is our transition specialist. She is a hard worker, knowledgeable, and passionate about serving our students. She makes sure the students she serves have access to resources to assist them as they progress in and out of the classroom. Moreover, she continues to build partnerships in the community to support students with career development and goals. In addition, Crystal is a resource for parents, staff, and students. She communicates effectively during meetings. She is a wealth of knowledge and an advocate. She has great rapport with parents due to her willingness to help them to get assistance for students to be successful. She is not only knowledgeable, but knows the students and their families on a personal level. For all these reasons, please join me in congratulating Crystal, a Laurel alumni, for being LHS Behavioral Health Professional of the Year.
Shout out to, the best person at Lower High School who really helped me with school when I was attending school and getting me ready for after high school. She helped me do a whole bunch of job applications for jobs that I was like, I don't even really feel like doing them. But she pushed me to that limit and the right direction in order to be at where I am today. She's an amazing person. She's very outspoken. She's great with anybody you throw her way, and she'll try her best ability to help you out in any situation, in any position that she can. But I just want to give a big little shout out to Miss Ellison. You're great. You're amazing, and I miss you. And I will visit the school soon, or visit you soon. Congratulations, and have a great rest of your day.
Miss Ellison, I'm so proud of you getting this reward. So I'm here to give this little video for your congratulations and everything. You really deserve it. So the reason why I love Miss Ellison, because she was always there for me. She helped me with jobs. She helped me with everything I asked for, and I'm really appreciative for her. And you really deserve this. Good job. I'm proud of you.
All right, Miss Ellison, I'm glad you are receiving this reward because you always help me. And you helped me get in a trade school and Sussex Tech like that, and you helped me try to get a job and help me fill out applications and all them type of things. So I'm glad you're receiving this reward because you deserve it. And I think you're the best teacher. So
Congratulations, Crystal. You are absolutely amazing.
We are blessed to have you. Ever since I've been here, you've been the biggest, most influential mentor that I've had, and I look forward to continuing to work with you.
Congratulations, Crystal. We are so incredibly happy for you. You're hardworking, determined. You are always there for kids, and we could not be more proud of you with this honor.
Best things about Crystal Ellison. First and foremost, I had her as a student. I used to see her when she was in high school all the time. She is an amazing person, an amazing educator, and one of the best employees we have in this district, bar none.
So how about another round of applause for both the nominees? And as you saw on that last slide, Ms. Ellison was actually already named our district's behavioral health professional of the year. The Department of Education has an earlier due date for our name, for our district winner, than the other two of the year celebrations. So we already knew about Ms. Ellison, but it's great to recognize the both of them here tonight. So congratulations again to Ms. Ellison. All right, so moving right along to our 2025 Educational Support Staff of the Year portion of the evening. The Educational Support Staff of the Year Selection Committee members were Dr. Sean Larimore, Mr. Ashley Giska, myself, Andrea Yoder, just in case you forgot, Mrs. Janet Pugh, Miss Sue Darnell, Mr. Patrick Gross, Miss Heather Lear, Mr. Michael Sneed, Miss Stacy Duncan, and Miss Daisy Taylor. A lot of work and coordination and meetings go into this, and just another reason that Miss Lori Lewis is a rock star, as are all the members of the committee. So the Educational Support Staff of the Year, this program requires that each year every school district recognizes outstanding service by school employees who provide direct or indirect services to students and their families. These include paraprofessionals, custodial staff, secretaries, nutritional staff, and school and district employed bus drivers and aides. From those nominated at a building level, one Educational Support Professional of the Year moves forward to represent each district or the charter school community in the state program. The state program will choose one person annually to serve as Delaware Educational Support Professional of the Year. Nominees should be skillful and dedicated educational support professionals working directly with students. So for Laurel's building level nominees, those we're going to go ahead and introduce those nominees and their presenters. So first up is Miss Carrie Green from North Laurel Early Learning Academy. We'll go ahead and just go through all the nominees. From Laurel Elementary, Miss Veronica Ronnie Lee. From Laurel Middle School, Miss Sarah Jo Whaley. And from Laurel High School, Miss Nicole Dickerson. Miss Deputy, if you'll go ahead and come up and speak and present on behalf of Miss Carrie Green.
It is with pleasure that I introduce our Bullpup Support Staff Professional of the Year, Mrs. Carrie Green. From the moment she arrives each morning, her smile and enthusiasm for the day ahead radiate joy in our school. Carrie is always willing to help, no matter the task. Carrie takes an active role within the classroom, school-wide community, and beyond through activities such as I Love to Read and Social Committee. She also supports our annual Fall Fest. Carrie's passion, dedication, and love for learning have led her to pursue a degree in education. I am confident that she will be an outstanding educator, perhaps one day representing Nalela as a future Teacher of the Year. Carrie, congratulations on being named Nalela's Support Staff Professional of the Year.
She's happy. Does she make you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays kitchen.
So cool. She plays kitchen with you?
Yeah, and Cradle. So read me a story.
She reads you a story?
I love about Miss Green for her giving us love forever. I love Miss Green because I did have something for Valentine's because I like Rainbow and I love her so much.
Oh.
Miss Green always does her best. When I need help for my name, she comes in and write my name. She listens to you and I talk to her. Congratulations, Miss Green. Thanks for helping, Miss Green. You're the best, Miss Green.
Congratulations to my beautiful wife.
Good job, Mom. Congrats, Mom.
Congrats, Mom.
We love you.
Okay, Zach, 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Carrie Green is going back to school to be a teacher, or she enjoys going to the gym, or she has 1 kid. What's the lie?
1 kid.
Good job!
Yeah.
First one, she's going back to school to be a teacher. She enjoys spending time at the gym. Last one, she lives in Laurel. Which one's the lie? She lives in Laurel. All right, ding, ding, ding. 2 truths and a lie. Miss Green has 3 kids. She lives in Laurel, or she's going back to school to be a teacher. Which one's a lie?
She lives in Laurel.
Good job! She's going back to school to be a teacher. It's the first one. She enjoys going to the gym. And the last one, she has 1 kid at home. Which one's the lie? The last one. Ding, ding.
Congrats, Carrie, on being North Laurel's Educational Support Staff of the Year. I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this honor. Every day, you dedicate your talent and energy to Miss Lynch's pre-K class. You help Miss Payanka's students during your lunch duty and greet every student with your infectious smile during arrival time in the morning. Most importantly, you are always willing to help your fellow paras without even being asked. Whether you are lending an extra hand for me during afternoon arrival or being a third eye when our heads are turned, you are always willing to help. That is such a rare gift. This is your moment. Congrats, Carrie. We celebrate you.
Hey, Carrie. You are such an integral part of our team. We appreciate all that you do.
We love that you're so helpful and so fun in the classroom and all around the school. Thank you for all you do for our students. I enjoy working with you and you being my teammate.
You are so deserving of this award. Congrats! Congrats, Carrie!
I'm so fortunate to be able to work with Miss Green for the last 2 years. We work side by side as a team, and I'm so grateful to be able to work with her. Miss Green lifts us up as a building. She's not only supportive, but empowers those around her to give their very best for the sake of the students. She's not afraid to speak up for the greater good. She is someone who believes in following her moral compass and coming up with solutions to better serve our students, because she is so passionate in helping not only our students, but our staff as well, in reaching their full potential. She finds ways to help everyone around her individually. She has embraced me even for my faults and seeks to support me in the classroom by giving reminders of scheduled events, taking pictures of our class, and being a sounding board for ways we can support our students even more. She is a great friend, educator, and amazing mom. Please help me in cheering on North Laurel Early Learning Academy's Support Staff of the Year. Good job, Ms. Green.
Ms. Green, would you come on up? So our building winners, they get a presentation of a plaque, a commendation from the House of Representatives, and a gift bag. And then also, so that all of you know, at each of the tables for the nominees, there's a bouquet of flowers, and that'll be for you to take home. Thank you, Ms. Day. Okay, next up, Mr. Brady, if you'll come up and present on behalf of Ms. Ronnie Lee.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have the pleasure of presenting Miss Ronnie Lee. She is a lifetime Lowell resident. She has 4 girls, Kara, Brandy, Shay, and Jamie, 12 grandchildren, and 14 great-grandchildren, who 2 of them are very close to my heart, sitting very close to her right now, just matter of fact. So 26 years as special education para in the Laurel School District. She has worked in all the schools in our district: Laurel High School, Laurel Middle School, North Laurel Elementary School, Dunbar, and Laurel Elementary. She has also coached middle school and high school basketball and softball, coached youth sports, both boys and girls basketball and Little League, involved in Laurel Little League for 49 years. I mean, I feel like we need like a separate round of applause for that. She currently works the clock for the high and middle school sports. She collects entrance fees at the high and middle school football and soccer games, and was a high school class advisor for 3 years while working at Laurel High School. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Miss Ronnie Lee.
Helped us with our math.
Takes care of us and helps my math.
Thank you for everything you do. We love you. And you know I'm here for you.
Hi, my name is Brianna Phillips. I'm the granddaughter of Ronnie Lee. Growing up, I always knew my grandmother as someone who was well known and loved throughout the community. Her home was open to all and her heart was open to even more. In 2019, I received my own education degree and we've been working together since 2021. And with that opportunity, I've been able to witness firsthand just how much love and dedication she gives to all the students, the staff, the community. Her nomination for Sports Staff of the Year is very well deserved, and I couldn't be more proud to see her be honored for all the contributions and all the love that she's been sharing through all the years. So I'm very proud. Congrats to me, Mom.
Miss Lee, if you'll come up front. All right, up next, Mr. Nolte will come up and present on behalf of Miss Sarah Jo Whaley.
Good evening once again. I'd like to introduce a nominee for Support Staff of the Year for Laurel Middle School, Sarah Jo Whaley. I'd like to read a letter that was written by Mrs. Patricia Hastings, who wrote a wonderful letter on behalf of Sarah Jo. She wholeheartedly recommends Sarah Jo Whaley for the Distinguished Support Staff of the Year Award at Laurel School District. She's had the privilege of witnessing her exceptional contribution to Laurel Middle High School's multilingual learner program and extensive involvement in extracurricular sports activities. Throughout her tenure, Sarah Jo has displayed an unwavering dedication to nearly 50 newly arrived English learners, a testament to her commitment and passion for education. Her ability to leverage technology has affected content, instruction, and support, allowing for a more tailored and effective learning environment that meets the diverse needs of students with different learning curves. Here are some specific instances highlighting Sarah Jo's impact. Innovative education. She has pioneered the use of advanced educational tools to provide differentiated learning experiences, greatly enhancing her multilingual students' engagement and academic achievement. Organizational excellence. Her exceptional organizational skills ensure a stable and comforting routine in the classroom, which is crucial for the success and adaptation of our new English learners. Community engagement. Sarah Jo's involvement extends beyond the classroom. She volunteers her time to enrich our community, organizing events and initiatives that engage students, parents, and peers in meaningful ways. Sarah Jo is committed to professional excellence and embodies personal virtues that make her stand out. Her calm demeanor and consistency in the face of challenges have served as a beacon of reliability within the program. Analytical and gifted with problem-solving abilities, she approaches difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning. Furthermore, Sarah Jo's impact is witnessed on the sports field, where she coaches field hockey and softball and assists with girls' basketball programs. Her presence there is not just about coaching sports, but fostering life skills and creating a supportive atmosphere for student athletes. It is rare to encounter someone of Sarah Jo's caliber who dedicates so much to their community, colleagues, and most importantly, students. Her presence in the school is a difference maker, and I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this recognition than her. I urge you to consider Sarah Jo Whaley for the Support Staff of the Year Award. Her hard work, dedication, and positive influence must be celebrated. Thank you for your consideration.
Miss Whaley, come on down front. Get your award and your picture taken. And now Ms. Giles will present on behalf of Ms. Nicole Dickerson.
It is with great pleasure to introduce Laurel High School Support Staff of the Year, Ms. Nicole Dickerson. Every morning, Nicole greets the students off the bus and welcomes them to a new school day. Nicole is a very caring, dedicated individual who has the best interest of students in mind. She builds a strong rapport with her students and families. Nicole is a team player. Nicole is willing to do and go where needed to assist with providing a great experience for students. She has assisted with internships over the past few years. Nicole has the heart, passion, and the connection to make a difference in the lives of her students. Please join me in celebrating LHS Support Staff of the Year, Ms. Nicole Dickerson.
Ms. Dickerson, come on down. For the moment we've been waiting for. On three.
Yeah, get open first.
So nervous. Okay. Laurel School District's Educational Support Staff of the Year is
1, 2, 3.
Sarah Jo Whaley.
You have some stuff for her?
We do. We have more flowers. Okay, how about another round for our educational support staff nominees and winner? And if at the end, any of you would like to come up and get your picture taken with your flowers, you're welcome to do that too. We'll make sure that that happens. We just thought that'd be, as you can see, you've got enough to carry back and forth. So we're trying to look out for you. Moving on to the 2025 Cora Selby Teacher of the Year portion of the evening. I'm going to first introduce our committee members, and they are, for the Teacher of the Year, Mr. Ashley Giska, myself, Miss Jana Pugh, Mr. Patrick Gross, Miss Sue Darnell, Mr. Matt Wood, Mr. Jeff Brabbitts, Miss Morgan Pace, and Miss Jenny Beck. The Teacher of the Year program recognizes excellence in education and expresses appreciation for the many outstanding teachers in Delaware who serve as an inspiration to teachers, students, and community members. Throughout the selection process, emphasis needs to be placed on the fact that we're looking for the best representative of the teaching profession and best teaching practices. We have done so with this group of building level nominees. Okay, we're going to hear from Mr. Matt Wood, who is our reigning 2024 Teacher of the Year.
Good evening. It's with immense gratitude and a deep sense of pride that I stand before you tonight as outgoing Teacher of the Year for the Laurel School District. This past year has been an extraordinary journey of growth, learning, and shared achievements, not just for me, but for all of us. As I reflect on the year, I am reminded of the countless moments where I have witnessed the powerful impact of our collective commitment to education. Together, we have embraced the district's mission to promote rigor, relevance, and relationships, and it has been nothing short of inspiring to see these elements in action across our schools. This year, each school in our district has carved new paths to success, setting higher standards and achieving remarkable outcomes. Starting with North Laurel Early Learning Academy, they were able to initiate Past 21 celebrations for their bullpups. In February, students read 4,287 books with the I Love to Read program. Finally, the 4-year-old preschool cohort participated in an Inchworms reading pilot, setting themselves up for success as they approach kindergarten. This year, Laurel Elementary School initiated Bulldog Buddies, a mentoring program where 6th grade students mentor younger students. Grounded Roots Yoga also began with Tier 2 and 3 MTSS students to help with social emotional learning. And finally, the Drama Club had their first performance of the Enchanted Bookshop, which was a huge success. This year, our middle school recognized more students through Past 21 celebrations. Additionally, PBIS was successful with a significant decrease in conduct referrals. Lastly, teachers conducted data talks with each student, setting individual student goals, with many having shown growth, if not meeting their goal through MAP testing. Finally, this year, Laurel High School had their first cohort of students in the HVAC program. Additionally, 16 seniors were instantly accepted to Delaware State University at our DSU school visit this fall. Finally, our career and technical education programs excelled with the recent expansion of our ag program, adding a barn and goats on campus, and all 5 programs having students participate in state competitions, with 3 programs, FFA, Teacher Academy, and BPA, having students qualify to compete at the national level. These successes are a testament to the hard work of our dedicated educators, support staff, behavioral health professionals, and administrators, as well as the hard work of our students. Tonight, we also honor 3 extraordinary educators who represent the best of our profession. Each Teacher of the Year candidate has demonstrated exceptional dedication, creativity, and a heartfelt commitment to their students and their craft. I had the privilege of visiting each of their classrooms a few weeks ago. I was blown away by their ability to deliver rigorous, relevant content and seeing firsthand the relationships that they had built with each one of their students. First, we started at Laurel High School, where we visited Mr. Joe Wenke's English class. Here he was teaching 12th graders to analyze text. Using the information gathered, they formed an opinion on artificial intelligence and debated with classmates on the pros and cons of AI. Joe, I truly appreciated your ability to engage students in such a relevant topic and to see how passionate they were about it. Next, we headed to Laurel Elementary School, where we visited Miss Nicole Summers' 3rd grade class. There we saw her students reviewing key terminology related to their unit by acting out each word. Then she had students work in groups to structure parts of a sentence into a fluid sentence related to Justice Sonia Sotomayor and the judicial system. Nicole, I appreciate your ability to create a fun and nurturing learning environment where students were engaged and challenged. Lastly, we visited Laurel Middle School in Miss Nicole Ingley's physical education class. There we saw her teaching her students about the importance of fitness and how activity impacts different organs of the body. Then she got her students up and running around the gym, warming them up before their fitness activity for the day. While working with a challenging group of students, Miss Ingley jumped in and motivated her students to stay committed to the task. Nicole, I appreciated your ability to connect with and motivate your students during the warm-up activity, and how when doing their fitness activity, each student had designated roles where you held them accountable. Each of you has not only enriched the lives of your students, but has also raised the bar for all of us. Your work embodies the very essence of our mission. As we look to the future, let us carry forward the spirit of innovation, compassion, and collaboration that defines us. Let us continue to build relationships that empower, educate in ways that are deeply relevant to our students' lives, and never shy away from the rigorous challenges that stimulate growth. In closing, I want to share a sentiment that reflects on our shared journey as educators. The influence of a great teacher can never be erased. As we conclude this year, let us remember the indelible mark we've left on the hearts and minds of our students. May we continue to shape futures with our compassion, drive curiosity with our questions, and nurture dreams with our encouragement. Together, we are not just teaching, we are transforming lives. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and introduce our nominees. I know we just did via Mr. Wood, thank you. But we will have Miss Deputy come up and present for Mr. Brian Miller.
Our very own Brian Miller, the man of a million laughs with a voice to match. Brian may be the most animated, dynamic, funny, kid-centered educator you will ever meet. Brian is held in highest regard by his students, their family, and his colleagues. Although he commands center stage, he prefers to operate quietly in the wings while shining the spotlight on those with whom he serves and works, as evidenced by his choice to not be here this evening. Congratulations, Brian, on being named NALELA's Teacher of the Year.
we'll make sure that Mr. Miller gets all his goodies tomorrow. So up next will be Mr. Brady on behalf of Miss Nicole Summers. So just so you know, our Teacher of the Year nominees, they receive recognitions and presentations of plaques, commendations from House of Representatives, a gift bag, and 3 of the nominees will receive $250 award in October of 2024.
Good evening again. It is with my honor that we nominate Miss Nicole Summers as our Teacher of the Year for Laurel Elementary School. I've worked closely with Nicole the past couple of years. She is absolutely outstanding with her students, outstanding with her staff. I think the team calls them, she's the mom of the team from what I understand. Nicole is also very, very dedicated to her work. You know, she is here every day, oftentimes when she's not 100%, you know, which I greatly appreciate. I'm actually going to introduce Mrs. Calloway, one of her team members, to introduce her better than I can.
It's my true honor and pleasure to introduce to you Laurel Elementary School's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Nicole Summers. Nicole holds degrees and certifications in elementary education, grades K through 6, special education, grades kindergarten through 12th, and early childhood pre-K through kindergarten. Positions she's held include second grade teacher, third grade teacher, and fourth grade teacher, with third grade being her favorite, I think. Honors include, but are not limited to, Fred Douglass Elementary School Teacher of the Year nominee, Bookworms Teacher of the Month nominee, the VFW Post 4961 Teacher of the Year, of course, Laurel Elementary School Teacher of the Year, and she's also served as the Girls on the Run head coach and liaison. So time for the sentimental part. We hope you enjoy, Nicole.
Because she helps me on the questions that I'm stuck on, and she's all around just my favorite teacher in the whole wide world. Miss Summers loves me because she's respectful to me, and every time when I'm stuck on a question, she gives me clues. She's really nice and kind, and she helps us with hard things, and she loves us and cares about us.
Ms. Summers, come on up. Okay, up next, Mr. Nolte to present for our middle school teacher of the year, Miss Nicole Engling.
It is a great honor and privilege to be up here to introduce Mrs. Nicole Ingley as the Laurel Middle School Teacher of the Year. For those of you that don't know, there's a great chance that I wouldn't be standing right here without Mrs. Nicole Ingley, because she was my mentor back in 2003 as I became a phys ed teacher for the school district. During 15 years of teaching with Mrs. Nicole Ingley, I learned, as most likely as two gentlemen that are sitting with the rows in between them right now, no, it is very difficult to tell Mrs. Nicole Ingley no. In fact, it is near impossible, okay? If you tell her no, she'll find a way around the no to make whatever it is that she would like to get done possible. During a time when I was working with her, it was turning an old tech ed room into a fitness lab. We wrapped things with foam. We created a fitness lab. To say working with Nicole was exhausting at times would be an understatement. Okay? But we would always do a thing where when I was working with her, if I was to do something, she would find a way, as again, the gentleman can attest to make whatever it was better. Okay? It was one person's job to lay the foundation. It was Nicole's job to make that foundation better. And she continues that to this day. There's not a year that goes by where the lessons that you see in the gym don't evolve into something else, even when you think the lesson that you did was perfect. Okay? This year, I was amazed to see what Mrs. Nicole Ingley did was, for many of our students, getting dressed in middle school or changing in middle school is a problem. It's uncomfortable for them. They may not have the means to have the clothing or shoes particularly. And she sought out ways to have a closet for them to come in and get clothing that they may need so they can participate in gym class. Okay? She goes beyond teaching phys ed. It is a passion of hers to teach students to live a healthy life and enjoy that. She's a motivator. She's on the floor doing push-ups with students. She's chasing them around, encouraging them, having fun with them. The whole time when students in middle school might not want to do those activities, she is there encouraging them to do the very best that they can. She is one that wants students to improve on their level, on their fitness level, so they can see the benefits of living a healthy life. Not only teaching phys ed, but Mrs. Ingley also helps run our PBIS program, which has been very successful throughout the last couple years. But she does a lot of the planning for that in terms of fundraising, in terms of events, basketball tournaments, dodgeball tournaments, our open gym program that happens during lunch. She's always the one that helps organize those events and get those events running. She's an integral component in building a positive culture at LMS. It goes without unsaid, if you ask Mrs. Ingley to do something, she's going to put 100% effort into doing that. She's been a teacher at Laurel Middle School for 27 years and continues that, I'm sure, that same energy level from day one to where we are now. I don't know if her battery ever runs out. It's always at 100% charge. It goes without saying, throughout her years of dedication and relentless efforts to better the lives of students in Laurel, that I recommend Mrs. Nicole Ingley as Laurel School District's Teacher of the Year for 2024 to 2025.
PE teacher.
She wants all her students to succeed.
She holds everyone accountable for their own actions and the way they act in the gym class.
She wants all her students to do the best.
She also makes sure you can work at your own physical pace in your own physical capacity.
All right, first thing they do is hold the
paddle the correct way. All right, so you're gonna hold this paddle in your dominant hand, the same hand that you read with. All right, so just like you were going to shake someone's hand, all right, it's the same type of thing. It's like you're shaking that paddle's hand. That's how you're gonna hold it, nice grip.
She makes sure everyone keeps active, everyone keeps up with their goals, and she incentivizes good behavior and rewards it. And she is overall just a great teacher and makes everyone happy.
What makes her a great teacher is that she's nice and she's an amazing gym teacher, and she's a really great gym teacher that I've ever met, and she does great stuff and great things.
She's the best.
Miss Singley, come on down. Last but not least, we have Ms. Giles, who is going to present for the Laurel High School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Joe Winkie.
It is an honor to introduce to you Mr. Joe Winkie. He is exceptionally dedicated and goes above and beyond to support students, staff, LHS, and LSD. One of his most distinct qualities is his ability to build relationships with students. He has a way of connecting with students and making them feel important. He has a love for English. He creates enthusiasm for all authors, all readings, even if the author is not his favorite. He exemplifies passion and tries to pass it on to his students. There is never a moment that Joe does not have a story to share. His favorite line, do you have a minute? He not only shows up during the daytime for instruction or anytime we need an MC. He is here at night and on the weekends when it comes to basketball. Or if we need a teacher voice, he will show up in the community as well. Our Teacher of the Year at LHS is not only a great teacher, he is a great person. Please join me in celebrating Mr. Joe Winkie.
Please come on up, Mr. Wanke. Let's give another round of applause to our nominees. And how about all those amazing presentations? Our nominees' colleagues know them so well, and they just were spot on. Okay, I'm going to get the envelope.
We have a tradition here in Laurel that we always bring up the outgoing Teacher of the Year to join us in the announcement of the current year's Teacher of the Year. We'll do it on 3. Is all ready?
Okay, the Laurel School District, Cora Selby, 2025 Teacher of the Year is
Joseph Winkie.
He asked if I have a few words. I guess I've always got a few words, right? Obviously, it's an honor to be standing up here, accepting this award. But I really wouldn't been able to do this without, the friends, the family that I have here, the mentorship that I've had, and of course, there's people sitting back there that, from my first day here at the Laurel School District, made me feel at home, made me feel like this was the place where I needed to put down some roots and spend my life doing my life's work. So this means a lot to me, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Thank you very much.
Ms. Giles, will you join us for a picture, please? Another round of applause for the nominees and all the winners. And that concludes this evening's festivities. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a great evening.